You're absolutely right. And once again, to go back into the history very briefly, you have to understand that China has a 2,000-kilometer border with Myanmar. And for decades, the US used Myanmar as a launching pad to attack and destabilize China in Yunnan province. In fact, when the Chinese Civil War ended, the KMT fascist military bifurcated. Half of it went to Taiwan Island, where it continued to attack China. And the other half, or a smaller portion of them, went to Myanmar, and they essentially created a second front against China, which was directed from Taiwan Island, directed by the United States. This war lasted for decades. And during the Korean War, from 1950 to 1953, it was an active hot conflict. You really have to understand the Korean War as a two-pronged attack against China, one from the northeast on the Korean Peninsula, and the other from the southwest from Myanmar province. And so it has a long history of being used as a
Yes.
destabilizing force against China. Then there was a military coup. Eventually, that military coup, got rid of or tamped down some of these active, hot war against China. And then it transitioned into a dirty war for decades. And this is why we have what is called the Golden Triangle. This was uh, the former KMT waging a dirty war and funding it through drug trafficking in that area. So it has a long history of transnational criminality. And all of that was funneled through Taiwan Island, and these drugs were funneled into Europe and the United States through Air America, which was
So,
actually the civil airline of the Taiwan authorities.
yes.
So it's a dirty, ugly history. But yes, to answer your question, the US would like to destabilize China from Myanmar. At the very
Mhm.
least, it does not want a stable, peaceful, calm, and friendly Myanmar, a Myanmar that is friendly to China.